Hey everybody, welcome back to the Master's Program Online. I'm Noah Elias, and we just heard a segment last week on partying with fools or walking with the wise. A couple of things before we get into the segment with Bob and I drilling down on the questions that just really stick out for me on the whole idea of knowledge versus wisdom. For me, when I was going through the Master's Program, you're getting just downloaded this incredible, incredible knowledge. And what I had to really focus on in my life was how much was I taking that I was learning? I mean, even in my craft, like my career and everything, the edge, right? That I was just filing away as, hunts or kills or little mountaintop peak experiences that I gained and just shelved them away on a bookshelf. It's as if you walk into the office and look at this guy's bookshelf, and he defines himself by the books that he owns. Well, it's one thing to have the knowledge. It's another thing to actually read it, to actually take it in. But really where things, as Bob has talked about, is the moment that we put that knowledge into action is when it becomes wisdom. I looked at my life in the timeline, and I started realizing, I had my youth. I was going to go to college. I was going to embark on my career. And as I was doing that, I was pretty much following myself. I didn't have a whole lot of people that I was following. Mentorship came into my life. Bob came into my life. Other mentors came into my life, whether it be in the area of business, looking at a mentor that was helping me in that area, learning how to build my products and all that. Those were certain parts. But when it came to the spiritual realm and really the bigger picture on what God has for my life, that became paramount. It was great to go sit down and have these times where I was getting downloaded. It's great for you to be listening to these modules and getting downloaded this great knowledge. The question is it going to be used? I am very, very big, and I am like a knight. Like I herald it. I rally people around the idea of let's stop dreaming, let's stop talking, let's do it. Let's actually take what we've learned and put it into practice. It is until then that we're going to be able to have a life of impact. Throughout my 20s and throughout my 30s, and as I started getting to the ripe age of 40, I'm 43 now, but as I started looking at that, I realized, this whole thing about the Master's Program teaches is the whole idea that typically, TMP is much different than what the world has to offer. Why? Because we're comparing ourselves, TMP is a biblical worldview as opposed to what the culture and earth has to offer. And where it really hit home for me on the knowledge versus wisdom front was, hey, I'm going to gain all this knowledge, but as I grow older, I should be getting wiser. But as soon as I can get wisdom, I'll look for it. Proverbs talks about, it's more priceless than silver and gold. It's the most priceless thing that you can get. Get wisdom, get knowledge. But wisdom comes with exercise. So as I compare that to the earthly view, it's basically grab all that you can, get as many possessions as you possibly can, get comfortable, and then decline and coast your way to death, to retirement. Retirement for me was literally like a nail in the coffin on life for me. And at midlife, I've removed the word, for me personally, I've removed retirement out of the equation in my life. It doesn't exist. Financially, have we made some decisions that we're investing in our future? Absolutely. But I'm not looking at stopping. Bob and I talk about this topic all the time. Why would I stop in life? Why would I stop being productive in life when I'm at the top of my game, know the most that I've ever known, and having the most impact I've ever had? It blows me away how people just literally want it to stop and then flatline or decline. We're at our wisest, we're going to grow in knowledge, and we're going to keep getting better, and we're going to be the best at what we've ever been able to do.